Tanzania, where the president, Samiu Suluhu Hassan, has approved a nearly 25% increase in the minimum wage, marking a departure from the policies of her autocratic predecessor, John Magufuli. Now, amid protests about the high cost of living is when she has done this. President Hassan decided on an increase of 23.3%, whilst also increasing the salaries of government workers for the first time since 2016.
A statement from the president's office said the salary increment was approved considering the country's gross domestic product, domestic revenue, and developments in both the local and global economies. Tanzania's economy slowed to 4.8% in 2020, barely edging upward to 4.9% the following year as COVID-19 travel restrictions battered the tourism sector, while the cost of fuel and food has risen as supplies have tightened following the war in Ukraine. And now to give us more insight on how Tanzanians are reacting to development, we have our East African correspondent, Abdino Aden, who joins us live from Kenya. Welcome to the show, Abdino.
Yes, good morning indeed.
All right, good morning, Abdino. Now let's go straight into it. Late John Magufuli refused to review wages following his election in October 2015. Now, pursuing ambitious infrastructure plans instead of developing ports and railways and reviving the national airline. Now, why do you think that the president has made this move?
Well, indeed, President Samiu Suluhu, in the last few months, actually, she's indeed been on a massive and highly praised reforms initiative touching on many sectors in the economy. And most recently, at the beginning of the second week of this month of May, it was indeed major positive news for labor unionists, trade unionists, where they announced the increment in wages by 23.3% to the workforce, including the civil servants.
Okay, quickly also go ahead and share with us, what the reaction has been from workers in Tanzania, after the president made the announcement. Is there excitement? Are people looking forward to earning higher now?
Yes, indeed. Actually, these were proposals initially made to the office of the Prime Minister, Kassim Majaliwa, where he had met, representatives of, including Tanzania, the Trade Union Congress of Tanzania, and many more. And its ratification and approval actually was massively welcomed, and a statement issued by the TUCTA, the Tanzania Trade Union Congress, and the Association of Tanzania Employers. They were actually very excited considering the post-pandemic recovery and the situation in the country. They really, really commended the president and the government for effecting those, increment, which is a proposal they had been trying to put in the last few years.
All right, when in doubt of how to run an administration or government, I dare say put a woman in power. Let's talk about her policies and how she's run her government. Since coming into power last year, following her predecessor, John Magufuli's death, Hassan has attempted to break with some of his policies by reaching out to the opposition. How would you say that this has impacted her presidency?
Well, Madam Samiu Suluhu, Madam President, actually, in the last few months, apart from, also marketing Tanzania through the now worldly famous royal tour, which she had been able to, visit the United States, shoot, Tanzanian tourism sites and culture with Mr. Green, who's one of the famous global vloggers and wildlife bloggers. She's actually earned a lot of support from Tanzanians, both at home and in the diaspora, for her reformist agenda, especially turning against some of the policies of her predecessor, Dr. John Magufuli. Therefore, she's actually made Tanzanians unite. And something that hasn't also been mentioned is bringing back some of the former lieutenants of the ruling Chama Mapinduzi, the CCM, bringing back also former members of the cabinet back to the government, including Minister Nape Nnauye and many others. And it's something that actually has been a challenge to the opposition, because they expected they would use the previous policies of President Magufuli, the late, in Samiu Suluhu's term. But now the public are backing her.
Okay, all right. Thank you very much, Abdino Aden, for joining us this morning and for sharing, every single of bit of those details from Tanzania. Looking forward to seeing you again.